up my lease and I moved to a different apartment, and this is where we're at now. I My mind has been a mess this last couple of months, and especially this last couple of weeks since we moved. Um, so I haven't really recorded a an apartment tour per se, or record the process of the moving. It was just a mess, honestly. The reason why we broke our lease and decided to move is because my daughter is going through chemotherapy now, and she is going to be going to the same clinic, same hospital for the next 2 years and a half. To me, as a parent, it was really necessary for us to move closer to the hospital just because, as a cancer patient, she is not able to see any other doctor except her oncologist. That's the only doctor she can see. It doesn't matter if it's for an emergency situation, if it's for a fever, whatever it may be, that's the only doctor she can see. So, in my mind, um, I'm thinking, if something were to happen, if something in during the process, right, with all the medications she's receiving and stuff like that, the smartest thing would be to be able to be close to the hospital, the clinic, her doctor, and be able to go there as soon as we need to, right? And as a cancer patient, she has like an emergency card. So if she were to have like fever or have some sort of symptoms that are not normal, we would take her to the emergency room. But instead of her having to wait with other people in the ER, we have a card that will who would give her access to go in immediately and start getting treated. Just because with cancer, she's not normal, right? Her main things that are being affected right now is her immune system and all of her defenses. So she's more prone to infections and things of that nature. So that's reason number one. We were either way gonna be going to the hospital, to the clinic all the time. So in the long run, gas and time to travel from where we were compared to what we're paying, I think it's gonna make up itself, right? And then reason number two is because as time is going by, because the chemotherapy that she's receiving obviously is really strong, it's affecting her. She's becoming weaker. She was really struggling to get upstairs. The previous apartment where we used to live, it was a two-story, right? So kitchen and living room were downstairs, and then upstairs we had two bedrooms. So we would have to go upstairs to sleep, right? And for her, it was becoming harder and harder to go up the stairs and come down, because as time was going by, she's beginning to lose her balance. She already fell one time. It just happened where she completely lost her balance and she just fell. And so um, for her to be able to be comfortable, I think it was the best call that we moved to a place that is just a single story. In her room is like really close to the kitchen and the living room, so that she has better access to having to, if she wants to drink water, if she wants to have a snack, or if she wants to come and watch TV, or if she wants to go take a nap in her room, just things of that nature. In the other apartment was going to make it a little bit harder because her bedroom was upstairs, so she would have to go upstairs. We first came home with her from the hospital. We moved the mattress downstairs, so I used to sleep with her downstairs in the living room, and have two other little ones. which makes it like for her to be able to have some privacy, be able to get some rest and stuff like that was not really a thing, because it's like, and then in the long run too, in my mind, it's like I have my 5-year-old. My 5-year-old, she wants to be playing, running. Her toys were in the living room. She wants to be jumping on the bed and things of that nature. So my 14-year-old is not able to sleep and get good rest, right? And then my baby is gonna start crawling soon. So it was just for me, in my mind, for her to be able to be comfortable, it's just made more sense to move to a place where she could have access to her room easily and be able to spend time with us in the living room, kitchen if she wanted to, or if she wanted to go take a nap, she could go and take a nap. And we also moved into a place that has 3 bedrooms now, so she's gonna have her own bedroom, and then my other little ones can have a place of their own where they can, you know, have their toys and play and things of that nature. So in my mind, I was looking to make things a little bit easier, a little bit more accessible for us. And when it comes to her doctor, the hospital that she goes to, and it just made more sense for us to move. And also, the apartment where we used to live at, we didn't have a washer or dryer in unit, did not have washers or access to washer or dryers in the apartment complex. So we will have to drive to the laundromat and do our laundry and then come back. So that's how I used to do it, and it was a little bit easier when obviously my daughter was not sick. She was babysit the little ones. I would go wash our clothes, come back, and do it that way. Now that she's sick, she's not able to watch the little ones, and so I would have to take them both, and then who's gonna take care of her? And just, there was a lot more. If I were to do like a pros and cons list, there was a lot more reasons for us to move than for us to stay. We started looking at places and stuff. We realized that rent around the area where we're at right now, because from where the hospital is at, there is a highway, a main highway, and then there's also a community college right across from the hospital. So the rent in the area is pretty expensive compared to what we used to pay. It's almost double the amount. When I was in the process of searching new places and stuff, I already knew that we were gonna have to move out. So and I knew when I started filling out applications that they do ask your current landlord's information, their contact information and stuff like that. So I said, if I give them the landlord's information, they're gonna contact them and they're gonna find out that I'm already searching for places to go to, and so they're gonna know I'm breaking the lease. So what I did is I just contacted the landlord directly, and I told them what was going on, and I said I am gonna have to break the lease and move somewhere else, because it's just currently what we need. And thank God he was really understanding and stuff. So when we were applying, I included his information, and then at this place, when they contact him, I think there was like a form he had to fill out and things of that nature. He did that, return it like the very next day and stuff. And so he was very understanding, and plus we didn't cause any trouble while we were living there. You know, rent was paid and stuff like that, so there wasn't really, in my mind, there was like really no need for him to hold a grudge or to be upset at us, because it's not something that we were doing on purpose. It's just something that we currently need to do. And so I think that's why he was like very understanding. And yeah, so I just told him ahead of time that we were gonna be looking for places to move. So we started applying at different places, looking at different places, and honestly, everything was pretty much, it didn't really matter the size. Everything was gonna be like almost double of what we used to pay. And like I said, to me as a parent, it made more sense for us to move and be at a more comfortable place for her and then also a little bit more accessible to her doctors and to the emergency room if we needed to, right? Or if we need to, because we don't know what this next few years are going to look like for us and in her journey. So we moved, and yeah, the price is definitely higher. I'm definitely going to have to somehow generate some income to be able to help out with rent and the bills, just because like I said, it's the price is a little bit higher, and so that's what I'm planning to do. But when it comes to the tour and stuff like that, I did record a very short clip of the empty apartment, so I'm gonna go ahead and insert it here and just kind of give you an idea of what the apartment looks like. It's the entrance, and this is the living room. There's like a little bar right here. This would be for like the dining table, and this is the kitchen. Here's the washer and dryer. That's gonna make a huge difference in our lives. There's a little hallway closet. This is the first bedroom, and here is the second bathroom, or the guest bathroom, and here is the third bedroom, which is a little bit bigger. And the main bedroom is on the other side. This is the one that has the his and her closet and the bathroom. I wish I had the budget to decorate and, you know, get new furniture and things of that nature, but right now that's just not on our budget. You know, being able to pay rent is like the main priority. And so maybe later on down the line, if I'm able to, you know, monetize enough from my social media platforms, and I could probably afford to buy new furniture, then I'll be more than happy to do, you know, like makeovers or whatever. But in the meantime, we pretty much brought what we have and stuff. So we had 2 days to move out all of our stuff and clean up the apartment and then return the keys. So that was very chaotic. So I wasn't able to record pretty much anything other than just that very short and empty apartment tour that I did. But yeah, things were very chaotic. So as we're going, I'm gonna start posting a little bit more often on YouTube. My goal is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I really hope that I'm able to keep up with that. As it is right now, I do have a lot of things I need to keep up with and stuff. So but I also want to put videos on my channel because I think it's really going to serve me and my daughter later on down the line, once this time period of her life is over and we turn to the next page. It's gonna be nice to go back and rewatch those videos and kind of see the things that we've been able to overcome and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'll be posting, like I said, the goal is to post 3 videos. Hopefully I'll be able to do that, and I'll just keep sharing our journey and things that are happening and stuff like that. I know there's a lot of you guys that left comments on my previous video and my previous post asking for me to keep up, and I would love to be able to do that too. I appreciate all of you guys' prayers and kind comments.